Hello guys, I am the Canadia Reviewer doing another episode of Canadia Reviewer TV for you guys, and finally we get to do another one of these because there's a new episode of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters. First off, I gotta say, there is a lot to say in this video, so I have to make this quick. First up, you got Optimus Prime in his alt mode. Wow, what a wicked alt mode. And it kinda explains the green Optimus Prime that was supposed to come out for the, Cyberverse line. I think that's just a little treat to add for you guys. When Optimus Prime transforms, it's kind of a little clunky, and I can see why a lot of people are talking about it being a garbage truck, but the rockets in the back looks pretty cool, and there's missiles that shoot up. So overall, I like the alt mode. So what happens is that they got their new base, they got new equipment. It's kind of downgraded, but it's new equipment. Ratchet's working on synthetic energon, and Smokescreen's got a new paint scheme, which is cool. And Optimus Prime is searching for energon, same with Ultra Magnus and all the other ones. And Optimus Prime does trace a couple of Decepticons to this little cave, and apparently there's Decepticons looking for a bone of a previous Predacon. So the Decepticons have this Project Predacon thingamabob. So Shockwave has actually made clones of previous Predacons, and he made them do his bidding, search for energon, protect Earth, and then they died, or something like that. And it's kind of like the dinosaurs, which, by the way, I love the little mention about Dinobots and Beast Wars. Yeah. So now the Decepticons have to find these bone thingies, which, since when did Transformers have bones? But whatever, I'm not here to judge. And by the way, Shockwave is quite badass. There's an explosion and he comes out of it in alt mode. It's something you have to see. Oh, by the way, there's also a reference that this is now Beast Hunters. And I'm like, so now Optimus Prime, Smokescreen, and Bumblebee trace back to where Shockwave and a few Decepticons are to find that little bone relic. Oh great, it's Season 2 all over again. Well, which brings me to a good point. Smokescreen's actually taking the Prime thing really seriously. It's not just, it happened then and we'll forget about it, like something in college. Or Las Vegas. But actually, they talk about it, and especially with Bumblebee. The thing with Bumblebee, I am not going to spoil it right here, but it's really deep, and the reason why he remains a scout, which is unbelievable. Anyway, so you got Shockwave coming out like the fire thing, explosions, boom, Michael Bay. Then you got Optimus Prime flying around, whee! And now Shockwave's got this lower jaw piece of a Predacon that he's trying to get to that portal thingy-mabobber space bridge, ground bridge thingy. And now he's trying to get through, but the Autobots try and stop him. Soundwave tries to help them. Eventually, Shockwave gets this little tooth, which, by the way, how they give it to Megatron? Wow. That was kind of unexpected. And there's this thing where Smokescreen, is fighting the Predacons, and then he disappears. That's also kind of surprising, but let's not dwell into that. There's explosions to look at. Punch, punch, punch. Sucker punch! So basically, after that, the Decepticons get the little tooth thing, or whatever the hell it is. And now starts Project Predacon, which now Shockwave has to stay in the base and let Starscream take care of getting the rest of the Predacon pieces. So overall, was it cool? It was actually pretty cool on how much they referenced, but it wasn't that exciting. I will say this is probably going to be the worst episode, but it's not horrible under any circumstances. How they did the first 4 episodes was amazing. That the 5th one kind of goes down a level. But it's not bad. They do make some good references. There's some good story, especially with Smokescreen. And, RC's barely in it. Same with Ratchet, but Ratchet has an excuse. Oh, and there's one more thing. Ultra Magnus gets handed the Forge of Souls Prime! Anyways, that is all for now. I'm the Canadia Reviewer. I'm going to faint.